I wanted to get rid of my cable company, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, what cable do I go to get the Rockets, or where can I go to stream them and whatever. Frank, this is an issue, man. I mean, this is an NBA issue, I think,
Right.
because most of us have about two cable companies. I know which ones it is for you guys in the Houston area. And I had to deal between basically picking the two of them because I want the Astros and the Rockets, and not everybody is going to want that. So I want AT&T Sports. Not that I necessarily need our broadcasters, but I want it to get both of those teams. And so you look at it, Frank, and what's going on with the NBA right now, it just doesn't seem like we're anywhere closer to where there's a streaming service that you as a fan could buy that. You have to get in with a particular streaming service that either carries it, or you have to get in with the cable service. And by the way, the only streaming service that I know of, Frank, that carries the Rockets AT&T is Fubo. And the problem with Fubo is they don't have any of the TNT or TBS networks, so you cannot get the NBA playoff games. Well, Frank, you go, well, I don't know if I care about playoff games or whatever. Well, if the Rockets get back into the playoffs, you're going to care, because beyond the first round, you don't get the Rockets on AT&T. You got to watch the national stuff, and you're depending on TNT and TBS. The NBA has got to figure this out, because I'm telling you, this isn't the future. And the further this goes along, the more and more you're losing fans, because anybody that's like, I'm a borderline Rockets fan, or I'm a borderline NBA fan, they're just going, well, I can save me a ton of money by just not being connected with this cable service or this big streaming service. It's going to make me pay a bunch of money. And the reason they're making me pay all this money is RSN fees.
That whole dynamic with the monopoly that AT&T Sportsnet has with Houston sports teams is really crazy to me. It shouldn't be tied to me to a company. And I know there's stuff going on with like AT&T Sportsnet in general and Bally's. I don't know. I think I heard Bally's might be being bought out or something like that,
Yeah,
or something like that. But
these companies are going bankrupt, and
yeah,
this is not the plan of the future. And if the NBA thinks so, they're living in never land. And the NFL is beating your butt, NBA and MLB. And you know why they're beating your butt as a fan? It's the supply and demand, because there's a lot less games. But the other big thing, the other big reason they're beating your butt is because they put all of their games from the local team on free television. And
yeah,
that's a part of it, is like you price out a lot of your fans, and this whole generation, this Gen Z and younger, they don't want
stream.
to pay. They don't want to pay for
They're
this.
streaming.
You're listening to Houston Sports Talk.